Quote, "It is wrong and immoral to seek to escape the consequences of one's acts." End quote. That is by Mahatma Gandhi. Now, last week in the Walking for Health and Fitness podcast, episode number 7, I covered why holding yourself accountable is important. Now, let's review the 5 steps to hold yourself accountable. To review from last week, it's 1, start small. Don't expect to be a self-accountability expert overnight. Number 2, set goals. Goal setting forces you to own what you set out to do. So think carefully about what you aim to accomplish. Number 3, create a schedule for yourself. Number 4, reward yourself. Make it a habit of celebrating wins, both big and small. And number 5, have an accountability partner. Now, it's my goal to make the Walking for Health and Fitness podcast your accountability partner. In this episode, we discuss 10 ways to hold yourself accountable, to use walking as a way to get in shape and stay in shape. And continue listening so you can easily learn and implement these accountability actions. Now, you will experience these 5 benefits by holding yourself accountable. Number 1, you'll have greater self-awareness. You'll have an easier time finding patience with yourself, feeling in control of your life, and deepening personal relationships when you can understand and accept your actions. Number 2, better goal setting. Okay? Self-accountability also helps you prioritize when working towards your goals. Number 3, a growth mindset. Accountability encourages you to be open to learning and developing rather than staying in the same place. Number 4, increased self-confidence. And number 5, developing greater motivation. Your motivation grows after reaching certain milestones, fueling your drive to keep setting new goals. So developing accountability will get you up off the couch and out the door and on your way to your best body, your best health, your best fitness, and your best life. Remember this week's quote. Quote, it's wrong and immoral to seek to escape the consequences of one's acts. End quote. That's by Mahatma Gandhi. So keep listening to this fast-paced episode of the Walking for Health and Fitness podcast, number 8, 10 ways to hold yourself accountable to get and stay fit. Let's begin. Caution, the information contained in this podcast may cause you to feel better than you have ever felt in your entire life. Symptoms include a broader smile, happier disposition, brighter outlook on life, and a general feeling of bliss. Proceed with wild abandon. Hello, I'm Frank Ring, the author of the Amazon bestseller, Walking for Health and Fitness, the easiest way to get in shape and stay in shape. I discovered the healing power of walking after a severe back injury put me out of work for 4 months and literally left me on my back trying to relieve the pain and heal. Through my books, website, YouTube videos, walking programs, and now this podcast, it's my mission to help others achieve a healthy, balanced lifestyle one step at a time through walking. Join me each episode as I discuss the physical and emotional benefits of walking, along with information about fitness, mindset, nutrition, wellness, and more. So join me each week as I encourage you to walk on. And in this week's main topic, 10 ways to hold yourself accountable to get and stay fit. Now, as I was doing market research for my Walking for Health and Fitness program, the number one issue my interviewees had were holding themselves accountable. Now, here are 10 ways for you to hold yourself accountable to get and stay fit. Now, you don't have to do all 10 at one time. If you slowly implement each one, you'll quickly be on your way to developing accountability for your health and fitness. So here we go. Number 1, set specific and realistic goals. Clearly define what you want to achieve through your fitness routine. Make sure your goals are attainable and measurable, such as exercising a certain number of days per week or reaching a specific weight or fitness level. In episode 6 of the Walking for Health and Fitness podcast, I completely cover why it's important to set goals. So go back and check that one out. Number 2, create a schedule and stick to it. Plan your workouts in advance and treat them as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. You wouldn't think of canceling an appointment with your doctor. So why would you cancel an appointment with the most important person in your life? You. Block off a dedicated time in your daily or weekly schedule to ensure you prioritize your fitness routine. Number 3, find an accountability partner. Seek out a friend, a family member, a workout buddy who shares similar fitness goals. Having someone to check in with regularly can provide motivation, support, and a sense of accountability. You can hold each other responsible for sticking to the routine. Number 4, track your progress. Keep a record of your workouts, including the exercises you perform, the duration, and any milestones or improvements you achieve. Use a fitness app, a journal, or use a spreadsheet to monitor your progress and visually see how far you've come, which is really highly motivating. Again, in episode 6, Setting Goals, I gave a detailed description of how I tracked my progress from my virtual walk around the United States. Now, for me, having a log to track the miles I walked in each state and how many miles were in each state motivated me to put in that extra effort to get out walking, to get in that additional mile or two when I was out on the road. It also helped me get off the couch in those days I'd rather had stayed inside, okay? Now, in my book, The Walking Logbook and Journal, you can use that as a way to track your miles. There are grids every other page as a grid for you to fill in your miles, any kind of notes you had, the time that you ran, the date, and also each week has a weekly insight. It's a walking for health and fitness tip that I included in the book. You can check that out. The link will be in the description. I give away the first 3 insights of this book. Okay, so I'll leave a link in the show notes for you to have this gift from me. Now, number 5, stay motivated with a positive mindset. Cultivate a positive mindset towards fitness and embrace the benefits it brings to your physical and mental well-being. Remind yourself of the reasons why you started and visualize the positive outcomes you're working towards. Surround yourself with motivational quotes, imagery, or music that energizes and inspires you. So also in the show notes, I have my book, Walking Inspiration. I give away the January chapters. That's the What's Your Why chapter. Again, use that as motivation to jumpstart your fitness plan, okay? I also have a pleasure walking exercise program to get you started. I'll leave a link in the show notes also for you to check that out. Also, use this podcast as a way to keep you motivated and in a positive frame of mind. Just be sure to click the follow button on your app, and every week you'll hear my lovely voice giving you some advice and hopefully some inspiration. It's my goal at Walking for Health and Fitness. Number 6, join a fitness community or class. Participating in group workouts or classes can provide a sense of camaraderie and accountability. Knowing that others are expecting you to show up can make it more challenging to skip the session. Okay? I have a group in Facebook called Your First Walking Club, and also I have another page. It's a Walking for Health and Fitness program. I'll leave links in the show notes. You can start joining those groups and just start adding your workouts, your motivation of why you get started. Put pictures up there, and I usually comment, or some other person in the group will comment, and we help each other along here. Okay, post pictures, write about your walk, your fitness journey, and use the social media groups to inspire others and keep yourself inspired. Now, set reminders and utilize technology. Set reminders on your phone or use fitness apps to keep you consistent on track. One of the apps I use is Map My Walk. I downloaded it. It's free. It gives me my mileage. It gives me my pace. It allows me to upload to social media. It's a nice little app. Another thing I use is Google Earth. It's available online. And I map out my walks beforehand if I haven't done it before. So Google Earth has a great feature where you have street level. You could see if there's sidewalks, see if the roadway looks busy based on when the Google car drove down that block. Okay, and it gives you a sense of the terrain. And another online site I use is mapitpedometer.com, which I could set different points along a street, and it'll give me and total up the mileage. So these have come in handy to keep me motivated, to keep me going, and to help me plan out my routes. Number 8, mix up your routine. Prevent boredom and plateaus by regularly changing your workouts. Try new exercises, classes, or activities to keep you energized and motivated to stick with your fitness routine over the long term. Now, I have 2 interesting programs. The Fitness Walking Exercise Program combines walking and bodyweight exercises. And the Pleasure Walking Exercise Program Combines walking, affirmations, music tracks to enhance your mindset and creativity, and they make the workout go quicker. So check those out. I'll leave the links in the show notes. Number 9, be flexible and adapt. Now, life can throw unexpected challenges or disruptions, making it difficult to adhere to a fitness routine. Instead of giving up entirely, be flexible and find alternative ways to stay active. Adjust your schedule, modify your workouts, or explore at-home exercise options to maintain consistency. Now, if you can't do a long walk, then break it down into like 3 15-minute walks per day. If you did one before or after breakfast, same thing at lunchtime for 15 minutes, and dinner time 15 minutes, gives you 45 minutes of walking, and everybody can find 15 minutes 3 times a day to get out for a nice walk. It'll do you a lot of good. And number 10, reward yourself. Establish a system of rewards for reaching your fitness milestones. It could be treating yourself to a small indulgence like a massage or buying new walking gear. Celebrating your achievements along the way can help maintain motivation and reinforce positive habits. Now, if you have an accountability technique that works for you, send me an email and I'll share it. I'll share it on social media. I'll put it on my website. And it's frank@walkingforhealthandfitness.com. So shoot me an email. Tell me what you do. And also, you can join the Facebook groups that I mentioned. It's Your First Walking Club or Walking for Health and Fitness program. So check those out. Now, you may have noticed that I begin each episode with a quote. Now, in this week's show notes, I have a link for you to download the quote for you to print out. It comes right down as a download to your computer. I hope that this will give you a little bit of motivation to get out and walk. You can post that someplace in your house after you print it out. Now, growing up, my dad always had quote books on our bookshelves, and over the years, I've come to appreciate quotes even more. In fact, I wrote my book, Walking Inspiration, with this in mind. Now, writing Walking Inspiration, a 12-month plan to inspire your health and fitness with 365 plus inspirational quotes and more, it was a labor of love as I gathered the quotes and put it into monthly chapters. Now, each monthly chapter has a theme and a lesson. For example, January is What's Your Why? February is goal setting, March is the benefits of walking, and each month has its own topic. So right now, if you click in the show notes, you can download that first chapter, the January chapter. It's the What's My Why lesson, plus all the quotes for the month. Every day there's a new quote. So if this book resonates with you, then please consider making a purchase of the digital or paperback book. And included with each purchase is over $100 in bonus walking-related content, including the audiobook version of Walking Inspiration, so you can listen to it while you're walking. Let Walking Inspiration make a difference in your life. Now, do you know that only 1 in 3 Americans say they are happy? Are you one of them? Now think about that. Only 33% of people are happy. But why? Now, on my Saturday walk, I got to thinking about my happiness. A lot of good has happened in the past few months, and this past week I was grateful to have the time to listen to many blinks about happiness. Now, blinks are what the app BLINKIST calls the book titles that they've condensed into short 15 to 20-minute audio versions, complete with notes and more suggestions to follow up on. Happiness is the utmost human goal and a strong contributor to success. Now, in the Blink Happier by Tal Ben-Shahar, I learned that a part of happiness requires having balanced approach to the present and the future. He found that those that understood that their current activity will also benefit them in the future are happier. He found that across the Western world, scores of people are unhappy with their lives. Many search long and hard for a solution to this lack of fulfillment, and many never find it. This is where these blinks and walking play a role in my life. They provide a true win-win. I get to work on my personal development, and I work on my physical fitness and mindset at the same time. The Happier Blink explains what exactly happiness is and how we can all go about finding it. I learned that it's important to have a specific purpose and to have goals that bring me closer to my future dreams. Now try this, and this is from the book. Divide a piece of paper into 3 columns. Have a 3-month goal, a 1-year goal, and a 5-year goal. Now be creative, be outrageous, think big, fill them in. Quote, by recording your dreams and goals on paper, you set in motion the process of becoming the person you most want to be. Put your future in good hands, your own. End quote. That's by Mark Victor Hansen. Now, he's the co-author and creator of the Chicken Soup for Soul book series. Okay, so I'm currently on track to complete my next book in my walking series, and I feel my purpose is in helping others experience the power of walking. Now, subscribing to Blinkist has exposed me to many great nonfiction titles by leaders in their fields, such as Dr. Shahar. Now, you can find your happiness, save some money, and experience the power of Blinkist by starting your free trial today. Now, other blinks on happiness include the happiness equation, the how of happiness, before happiness, and many more happiness and personal development blinks. You can listen to them now risk-free. I will leave a link in the show notes for you. It's a great little app to have. And again, the blinks usually take 15 to 20 minutes and get a lot of insight very quickly. They're really well done. So check those out. And in this week's cool down, this is from my walking logbook journal. And this is one of the insights from the journal. It's Eureka Moments. Now, a 2014 study from Stanford University has shown that people were much more creative when they walk around rather than when they sit still. Set it and forget it. Eureka moments tend to come to us not when we're intensely focused on a problem, but when we're idly thinking about something else, allowing our subconscious mind to chew on the issue in the background. Because we don't have to devote much conscious effort to the act of walking, our attention is free to wander, to overlay the world before us with a parade of images from the mind's theater. This is precisely the kind of mental state that the studies have linked to innovative ideas and strokes of insight. Now, you can read the first 3 insights of my walking logbook journal before you make a purchase of the paperback. This book makes a great gift for walking enthusiasts, for the walking enthusiasts in your life, and for your friends and family and your walking group members. I'll leave a link in the show notes to download that free gift, that 3-week trial of the book, and see how you like that. And my goal is to show you that walking for health and fitness is the easiest way to get in shape and stay in shape. And start today with the Walking Logbook Journal. So let's do a quick summary of this week's episode. It's all about holding yourself accountable. Let's review the 10 ways I covered in this episode. Number 1, set specific and realistic goals. Number 2, create a schedule and stick to it. Number 3, find an accountability partner. Use this podcast as your partner. Number 4, track your progress. Number 5, stay motivated with a positive mindset. Number 6, join a fitness community or class, or you can join my Facebook group, Your First Walking Club. Number 7, set reminders and utilize technology. Number 8, mix up your routine. Number 9, be flexible and adapt. And number 10, reward yourself. So let's remember that opening quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Quote, "It is wrong and immoral to seek to escape the consequences of one's acts." End quote. So apply some of these tips to holding yourself accountable and walk your way to health and fitness. And please continue to join me each week as I show you how walking is the easiest way to get in shape and stay in shape. Now, in next week's podcast, that's episode number 9, I cover habits and routines, the keys to your fitness success. And this is Frank Ring from Walking for Health and Fitness. Walk on. And please give the Walking for Health and Fitness podcast a review. The most helpful place for you to do that is on Apple Podcasts, which you can do even if you aren't using an iPhone. Just log into your iTunes account and leave the show a review. Now, this really helps more people find the show so that they can learn about the benefits of walking and so much more. If you'd like to share the show, you can take a screenshot of this episode you're listening to right now and share it out on your Instagram stories. And when you do, make sure you tag me at Walking for Health and Fitness so I can see you're listening. Sharing your stories is going to help more people find this podcast. Also, share on all your social media. I'll leave my social media links in the episode notes. This is Frank Ring from Walking for Health and Fitness. Thanks again, and walk on.